white head over there. Let me see if I can zoom in. And here we go. These things to me sound so nice. If y'all can see, it's misfeeding, double feeding, triple feeding. So at least I know it's already doing that. And it's only shooting 297. Alright, so the first thing is to get the front off on a Scorpion. You unscrew this. And there's a pin, which I've already taken off, that goes behind the mock charging handle. Take that out, then the front piece comes off. So I'm gonna put that over there in the box. This is his battery, I gotta charge it. I'm gonna put that over there in the box. And I'm gonna see how I can get y'all in on the action. Oh, Scorpion, how do you do? They won't shoot whenever you run out of BDs. As you see, the selector is safety, single shot, 3-shot, full. So hang in there, and let's see if I can get this baby stripped down. Free. And when I get finished, he's gonna have a mean beast, y'all. This is getting a Leviathan, y'all. A Leviathan. And guess what? This is the best part to me. I've never tore into a Scorpion Evo. This is a first for me, y'all. So I get to see what it's like watching me learn as I go. So we're gonna put the motor over here. And now we're gonna look down in here. Light on this subject, and it looks like we got a few Allens down in here. A lot of times whenever you work on stuff for the first time, note how the wires are routed, by the way. So we got one coming up the left, one coming up the right. That makes a big deal when you put it back together. But anyways, a lot of times when you work on something for the first time you never worked on before, well, me, tend to take off a lot of stuff that you don't need to take off, which is no big deal. But you learn as you go. Almost everything I've learned, especially in airsoft and in semi-trucks and cars, whatever I fix, I've learned the hard way. So y'all just got to remember that it's all trial and error, research and development, whatever you want to call it. It's exactly how it is, and that's how it's going to be until you learn it. So don't get upset if you don't figure it out on the first try. Just try again and don't give up, man. I mean, I can tell you, I have so many people that give me grief all the time. Oh, you don't know AEGs, you don't know this, you don't know that. A lot of them are supposedly my friends. So yeah, don't let it discourage you. There's times where I thought about quitting because of it, and then I'm like, no. Then they win. So don't quit, y'all. Keep it up. Y'all can do it. And they can kiss our tails. We are the elite. Just gotta remember, every time we're working on something, they are not. So just keep getting better with practice. No worries, y'all. No worries. We get better every time. Okay, so it looks like the motor wires go down through the, they got a little side hole over here, which is very cool, I think. It might not be so cool when I try to get back in through there, but hey, there's the grip out of the way. Now we can see the gearbox. So, oh, look at that. So you pull that pin and the whole, the pin and this, and the whole lower comes off. That is cool. That is really cool. Look at there, y'all. There's the gearbox. We're almost to it. Our next step is going to be figuring out where we're going to go from here. If I could guess, it looks to be that this spring comes out here, and then I get to the then this will slide off the stock. So let me try to find an Allen. Maybe find an Allen. Very close. Not close enough, I don't think. Oh, nice. Look at that. I might want to push it in. I didn't realize it was a twist turn. There we go. I think that's it. Come on. Oh, yeah. There it goes. Oh, it comes up. Nice. So the stock slides up. Actually, probably could have did it before I took off the stock, honestly. Probably could have took off the stock first. Yep, you could have. And I just realized this. This gun was double feeding and acting funny and shooting auto and stuff. There's actually a screw that fell apart inside. Look at that. It's a screw that actually hooks into something that's just laying in the back. So, looks like it's been bouncing around for a while. But hey, we're getting upgraded, so it doesn't really matter. Looks like this thing has to be separated, so I'll go ahead and take off this optic. And then we'll get this shell off. There's switches all over this gearbox. This is going to be crazy, y'all. So it's not going to have the mag cut off or any of that stuff anymore. This is going to be tripping, y'all. Actually, maybe it will. I don't know. We'll see in a moment. When I get to that point. When you're working on stuff like this. Alright, let's split it. And then another spring. Doesn't look like it's no biggie deal, though. Okay, I see what spring that is. No big deal. It goes in there. It's for the imaginary bolt catch, I guess you can say. Imaginary. It's not imaginary at all, but you know what I mean. Not imaginary. It's mock bolt catch. So, here we go. And I can promise you the next Scorpion Evo I do is going to be expensive to build. Didn't realize you literally split the whole thing like this. So, definitely underbid myself on this one. No big deal though. Okay. Would y'all look at there? There's a Scorpion gearbox. And there went that screw I was telling you about. I have no idea what that screw went to, but it was inside the back, just floating around. As you can see, it's been beating on something. Lots of metal on it, but we're gonna figure that out. Okay. All right, guys. Let's get this out, get it apart, and see what we got. It's a very tough looking gearbox, by the way. All right, so made in Denmark. That's kind of cool. Made in the Denmark, huh? Trying to stay out of y'all's way. Which means I gotta work left-handed here. How dare y'all make me work left-handed? I simply got to get a better camera set up. I love this camera, but I don't like the way I have to work around the camera. Like, the camera should be not even, I shouldn't even have to worry about the camera at all, I think. And yet, here I am, always worrying about my camera. Once you get it past that tab right there, usually this slide comes right off. Not necessarily on Scorpions, but on AKs that I've done. That's what I'm kind of relating it to. Kind of reminds me of an AK gearbox. So y'all see everything how it is right here. There's your motor wires. there's your power to battery wires, which we'll put the Leviathan in, so it's not going to need it. So here we go. Oh, let me flip this. It looks like I need to get off this selector. So if we just start at the end on that one, start at the end on that one, it looks like we got it covered, guys. We got it covered, y'all. I think we got it. I think we got it. Let's go ahead and get that out. For now, we'll leave that alone. And let's flip this over. Let's go ahead and put this back together somewhat so we don't lose the... I said so we don't lose the... I was going to say screw, but I had already lost the screw, but I found it again. It was on the screwdriver. All right, y'all. So now we're going to give it a little... See what we got inside. I know y'all are anxious to see what's inside of the Scorpion Evo, as I am also. Looks like a very chewed up piston. And a nice little gear train. And guess what I don't see, which is very weird. I don't see an anti-reversal latch. Why don't I see an anti-reversal latch, y'all? Oh my gosh, this thing is so full of metal. Wow. I don't even, I see why it was only getting 200 and whatever FPS. I see. So I'm gonna go ahead and set these ASG gears. I got some cleaning to do, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, I've never seen a gun without an anti-reversal latch. That's kind of cool. But guess what is going in this Evo after I give it a cleaning? Ta-da! That's right, a Leviathan. And I really can't wait. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this baby a cleaning and get all the oils off. Also, I've got a piston and some gears for it. Well, now I gotta dry it all out. It's nice and clean, y'all. Gotta dry everything out of it and reassemble. So, alrighty, so Jefftron has sent a plastic washer and a screw. So the screw that I found that I showed you guys was actually the screw that holds down his board. So apparently all the issues that he was having were related to not having a screw in the board. So I am figuring that out right now, but apparently I'm gonna have to use a screw from a different gearbox because his screw has been missing for so long that it's messed up his it's messed the screw up. So it's really not that big of a deal. I can use a screw from a any M4 that I've had. Fits perfect. It doesn't protrude through. So, and this is what you get. Now, this is what's cool about the Leviathan in this build. I've been reading the manual on it. I've never done one in an Evo, as I've said. So the wires just lay right here, and then the other half is going to go over, and that's kind of how they come out right there. That's exactly how they come out. And then one half goes through here. The front motor connectors go there. So here's what's crazy about the thing. You actually have to grind a hole right here for an anti-reversal latch, which is not there. So I'm going to show you right there. So as you can see, this is what we got here. So I have to mark it, and I have to cut down here for the anti-reversal latch to sit. Kind of crazy, right? So while I grind it, I'll get back. So the first part of the grinding is going to be right there. And then the other part is going to be right. I'm trying to get y'all angle there. So I'm gonna grind it, and I'm gonna cut a small amount out of the front. And now I'm gonna take my anti-reversal latch, and I'm gonna set it down in there and get it fitted. And then we'll see what we got here, boys and girls. Leave your shirt on when you're working with metal, guys and girls, boys and girls, and women and children and everybody. And I'm stupid and I don't really care. Okay, so we're gonna go all the way in with it, just like that, until it's flush to the other edge. Then we're gonna take our ARL. Well, we're gonna use the old bevel gear for this one. Set it right there. Now, so as you know, it's gonna have to drag. She's gonna put it facing this way. Click, click. So it has to face that way though. So we're gonna lay this there. That's not even putting any pressure at all. Although it will whenever we bend the spring like we're supposed to. Sorry if y'all were wondering what I was saying there. I put it on and I didn't want to break the little switches off, but there's semi, full, off. Semi, full, off. Catch y'all tomorrow. All right, y'all, so I took out the bushings from the Evo. There's the old bushing, and I'm putting in some modifies. So I'm gonna go ahead and going with the max cylinder head. Opening it up. In here.
Can you stop by the store and get me a water?
There should be waters here, buddy. I've already went to the store today. I'm gonna use the max nozzle. Got a beautiful compression setup, y'all. I'm gonna rotate it to where the air holes are to the side. You want the air holes to be lined up with here. So there's a whole bunch of waters on the porch. And we're doing a brand new SHS piston. There's the old raggedy piston all covered in nasty. Ugh. So, Gata, look at what I'm building. Scorpion Evo. Okay, so we're just gonna sit here and record every little step that I'm taking, and it's gonna be all the way to the finished build. So as you can see, I've taken out the ASG 18-to-1s, and I'm dropping in some rockets. I've also got the new cylinder head, the new nozzle, as you can see there, the rocket, and the new piston head. So let's open up the rockets. These are nice rockets. They're beautiful, wonderful gears. So this sets up a lot different than a regular AEG. As you can see, the gears go in a stack. They don't go staggered. Normally the spur would go here, sector here, and bevel under. So this is kind of a stack, which actually changes the gear working angle, let's call it that, because that's really what it is, a working angle. So I got a lot of gear, a lot of builds I got to get caught up on. So I'm going to be working, and y'all can just hang out and watch me work. No big deal. Let's have a good time, y'all. So go ahead and catch me on some shimming. Okay, lots of people ask me why I use grease, and the grease is mainly to hold the shims on. Oh, I did take out bushings, and now some modify bearings. So rocket sector. And right here we got to be super careful. When you work on a Leviathan, you turn the teeth up to install the sector, or you'll break this switch off with that cam right there. So you got to be careful. I've got to put a piston head on, so we're going to worry about that last. For now, we're just going to worry about getting the sector and the spur shimmed. And they got to be shimmed up because they're already contacting each other. And I don't want them to have each other's number, so I don't want them to contact each other. They don't need to be that close. They're not that good of friends. So I'm going to shim them, shim them, shim them, and y'all can watch me shim them. Okay. Remember what I said about the teeth up? Now we're going to turn it, and we're going to make sure the sector doesn't make contact with the spur. And then we're going to, whoa, I just noticed something about this cylinder that I didn't notice before. It's got a bend in it right there. I'm going to have to repair that. I don't think it's going to matter because rarely does a piston come back far enough to do anything. Not much to do it. Now it just has a little scratch that I left on there. But as you can see, it's round. All right, y'all, I got to get a nice piston head for this bad boy. So we got the cylinder head. We got the cylinder. We got the nozzle. We need to install the tappet plate. Make sure it's flowing good. Looks good. And now we're going to set it in. And we're going to give it a rotate and make sure that we have good nozzle movement. Full movement, I should say. So that's all the way forward, as you can see. And then when it comes around, we want to make sure it goes all the way back, which is going to be the open position. And as you can see, it's all the way open. So that should have no feeding issues. And we'll go ahead and hook up our nozzle return spring. You can call it tappet plate, nozzle, whatever you like to call it. So, voila. Okay. Actually, I don't even know why I put that in yet. I'm sitting here shimming. I got ahead of myself, y'all. Y'all messing with me. Get back to shimming. Dummy. I'm a dummy, y'all. Sorry, guys. What's really cool about this Leviathan build in the Evo is it is a tappet. I mean, a anti-reverse latch doesn't come in a Scorpion. So I'm going to be adding one, which I think is kind of cool. It doesn't need one from the factory. So it's not going to hurt it to. Now let's get our finger in there if I can, which I can't. Let's check this. I like it already. Nice. I gotta add one to the bevel. Alright, y'all, we're going. We're going with it. We got it greased up. We got our cylinder kit done. Look at that. That's an SHS piston. As you can see, it's a max cylinder head, a max nozzle, and Leviathan. I think I've already said that like 100 times. And we got some rocket. And, well, that's where we're at with it right now. So, let me go ahead and check my AOE really fast. So there's loading the BB. We're going to let that go for now. That is very close to 12 o'clock. Coming back, 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 coming back. Boom. And we got fire. All right, I think we're rocking and rolling right there, guys and girls. Guys and girls. Make sure my cylinder's all the way in. Make sure it's far enough away from the piston to where we're not hitting it. And we are. Cylinder is tracking really nice. All right, let me give my gears some grease. And we're gonna send it, boys, see what it does. Give him some grease, y'all. Give it some grease. Come back, shim. I said come back, shim, not drive away from me. Okay, there we go. Got that one greased up. Let's give this one right here some good old grease. Put a little bit there and it'll track the rest itself. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some down the slides here. That's the stupid shim I was looking for earlier. I'll put some down the slide so the piston doesn't wear. And I think we're good there. We're good there. Let's go ahead now and drop in our anti-reversal latch. As soon as I find the spring that I've knocked out of the way, it looks like. Lord, JJ, I'm telling y'all, it could be messed up. JJ's spring that I was needing was so far away from where it was supposed to be. It's not even funny. And sorry about the paint on my hands, y'all. I know, it is crazy. So on the Leviathan in the Evo, this is what you get. You gotta add an anti-reversal latch. I think it's really cool. I actually very excited to hear it run for the first time. All right, let's see where we're at with it. Nice. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the trigger in case we get a good set on it. Now, normally I would have made a sweet trigger spring right here and made it really light. This particular person doesn't want that. He wants a realistic trigger pull. So we're gonna give him what he asked for. So there will be no trigger mods right here. Normally, y'all know I would have made a trigger mod right there. There's your trigger pull. And it's not adjustable. But that's what he wanted, so here's where we're going in. We got everything together. Y'all could see and I could see. And we're going down with it to close it. And we're closed. I'm going to check our sector. I'm going to check our... We're going to have to shim some more. Sorry, y'all. That's the way airsoft is. Sorry, guys. I have to shim some more. No big deal. But if you want it to be nice and sweet, that's how you gotta do it, guys. Sorry. It's gonna be worth it. I just have to add a little bit here to the bevel gear, which I have a shim here. Bevel gear needs a shim and the sector gear needs a shim. So it's not that big of a deal. I'm fixing to add them. And I should have one more shim laying here somewhere. Where did it go? Where did it go? Where did I lay it? I need one more shim. I hate it when I move stuff. Come on, there it is right there. All right, so that's going to go on our sector gear, guys. Sector gear is a little out of whack at the moment, so. And it had a tiny amount that needed to be shimmed, so it's no worries, y'all. All right, let's go back together with it. Y'all ready for this? Me too. What's your deal? There we go. Piston looks good. The gears look good. All right, guys and girls, let's go with it. Let's close her up.
She's here.
All right, buddy, have fun. Be good. Be good. Connectors, and then we're going to take our motor connectors here. We're going to tuck them back, and one goes this way and up, and the other one goes this way and up. As you can see, that's kind of what you got there when we're done. Same thing, last gear, last tooth. Just like that. And the screw goes in there. Okay. Smooth as a whistle. Now, I'm going to go ahead and give these bearings some pack grease, because that's what's going to make them last forever and ever. Amen, like Randy Travis would say. Just packing it in there. And that's going to make the bearing, it's going to slow them down at first, but once that grease gets where it needs to go, these bearings are going to be money, dude. Money. Okay. There's your fully built. Time to drop it in, babies. Alright. So we're going to start with the shell. I don't know why I have gears everywhere, but I do, so anyways, who cares? CZ Scorpion. There's your hop up there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and lay it in there. So we're going to go in that there. And we're going to lay you in there. That should be beautiful. Now we do have this stupid little thing. Don't even know what we got it for. Imaginary bolt catch, dust cover, whatever you want to call the stupid thing. It's aggravating. And a big old spring goes in here. And a little pin, which is so hard to get in there. So I got to figure out how. Yeah. How I'm going to assemble that. Oh, crap, I forgot something. Let me get this back out real quick. There we go. Little top piece up here. Holds everything in spot. Oh yeah, I forgot. This actually routes up through here. The power wire. It actually routes up through here. I think it was like right there. And then this flipped around just like that. And boom. Pretty sure that's how it was. I gotta remember correctly, but yeah, it looks like it's right. Wow. That's a tight squeeze there, y'all. Go, get in there, get in there. There we go, come on. I don't need you that far. But I need you right there. It's a tight squeeze for sure. There we go. Is that it or not? Not. It's not it. A little bit too tight there. Now that's better. There we go. Now that tucks down there, which is just your wiring for your battery. So it is important that it gets tucked out of the way like that. Okay. Now we got this dust cover thing. I reckon that's what you want to call it. I don't know. It's a dust cover, so yeah. It's a pain in the butt. I'm not even sure I'm putting it in right, honestly. That's the funny part. That's the funny part. It's not that funny. There you go. Pretty sure that's it, y'all. This is ridiculous, guys. Never disliked a gun setup until now. Take this side off, I reckon, because that's what it's going to have to be. I don't know, y'all. I don't know, y'all. So I'm going to struggle with this for a minute, and I don't see no reason to record. All right, y'all. So here's how far I am with it. I didn't get to involve y'all in all of it because, so when I put it all the way back together, the nozzle that I put in here, which was the max nozzle, I did not pay attention and measure it, and it is about that much too long, so it wouldn't feed. So I had to tear it all the way back down, and I had to use a different nozzle. But I got it feeding now, y'all. Yeehaw! So I'm gonna go ahead, assemble the front part, and I'm gonna put y'all where y'all could see in my lap here. Also his battery's dead, so I gotta use this battery for now. So we're gonna just kind of assemble it to where it looks kind of cute for you guys, where y'all could see it. And heck, man, I like it. It's pretty cool, man. I actually like it a lot. Not even gonna lie, I really am thinking about getting me one of these. Leviathan, man. It's not bad in the Scorpion. Like, I'm literally happy with it, and this isn't mine. This gun doesn't belong to me. I built this for a friend. So, as y'all can see, this goes on the end. Are they? What are they doing? Just taking forever, huh? You want me to call them? Who is it? Oops, I just went the wrong way. I think the spring goes on after the bolt catch. Let's see. I think the spring goes here. anyways, I wanted y'all to kind of get the assembly effect of it. That's to get to your hop up. Man, doesn't that look cool, y'all? I'm getting one. I'm unhooking this, y'all. I know I'm stupid. This is my buddy Avery's Scorpion Evo, and it now has a Leviathan. It no longer has the Scorpion Evo setup. So we're gonna do a shooting chrono test. See if we got over 230. Oh my God, these things are going. 260 when I brought it. 366. 368. 369. 364. And it's got semi. Then it's got 3-shot burst. And then it's got full auto. It's 3-shot burst. Ah. I think it ran out of BBs just now.